Hello,
Welcome to
everyone.
Beyond the Brokenness. Well, guys, we're going to dive right in. We're going to be talking about the two paths, a conversation on Psalms 1. Today, it's a powerful message. And in this message, in Psalms 1, it just really sets the tone for the whole book of Psalms. It's simple and profound comparison between the two ways of living.
Right, Judy. It shows us the path of the righteous and the path of the wicked. And it starts with a blessing.
Okay, so let's begin with verses 1 and 2. Blessed is the one who does not walk and stand with the wicked. Blessed is the one who does not walk or stand with the wicked, it says, or stand in the way of sinners, or take seat in the company of mockers, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates in that law day and night.
You all notice how those first words say blessed is the one. That word blessed means joyful, fulfilled, and deeply satisfied.
Yes, Nancy. And guys, and look at the progression here: walk, stand, sit. It shows how slowly drifting toward wrong influences can eventually lead to becoming comfortable in them.
Exactly. It's like the psalm is warning us that our environment and the voices we listen to shape our lives.
But again, the psalm doesn't just tell us what to avoid, it tells us what to embrace, delighting in the law of the Lord.
And that means loving God's word, thinking about it, reflecting on it, letting it guide decisions every day.
And so, guys, and then therefore it says, and that person meditates day and night. It doesn't mean constantly reading, but continually letting God's word shape our thoughts. Mm.
Now,
Praise.
listen to verse 3. That person is like a tree planted by a stream of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do, it prospers.
Well, that's a beautiful picture there. A tree planted by water is stable, nourished, and productive.
And notice, you all, is planted. That means intentionally positioning. The righteous person chooses to stay connected to the source of life.
So now, guys, and to those of you that are listening, when you stay rooted in God's word, our lives begin to produce fruit, good
Mm.
fruit. Things like wisdom, patience, love, and faithfulness.
But then the psalm makes a strong contrast in verse 4. Not so the wicked. They are like chaff that the wind blows away.
Chaff was light, useless. Oh my gosh. It was a
Mm.
part of the grain that the farmer separated and discarded. No good.
Unlike the strong rooted tree, chaff has no foundation, is easily carried away.
Now, that's a picture of a life without God's guidance, unstable and directionless. Wow.
Verse 5 continues. Therefore, the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous.
Well, what this does now, this reminds us that our choices matter. Even every path leads somewhere.
The psalm isn't just about behavior, it's about the direction of our hearts.
And the final verse, verse 6 says, "For the Lord watches over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked leads to destruction."
That
Man,
phrase, the Lord watches over, is powerful. It means God knows, guides, and protects the path of those who follow him.
and isn't that comforting, Nancy and guys, to know that when we choose God's way, we're never walking alone? Wow.
Yes. So Psalm 1 leaves us with a simple but important question. Which path which path are you choosing?
So are we being shaped by the voices of the world, or are we rooted in God's truth? Good question.
That is a good question because the difference between the two paths is dramatic. It's life changing. One leads to stability in life, and the other to emptiness.
Wow. Psalms 1 reminds us that the blessed life isn't about circumstances, it's about where we're rooted.
And when we stay connected to God and meditate on His Word, we become like that tree planted by streams of water,
Stable
fruitful.
and guided by the Lord.
May we all choose the path that leads to life. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And remember, it is your choice.
Be blessed.